All right, so you're thinking about becoming a rig move master.
Mm-hmm.
Well, get ready,
Yeah.
because we're about to take a deep dive into what it really takes to make that happen.
Right.
You probably heard it's a tough job, and we're not going to sugarcoat it.
No.
Moving these huge structures, it's risky business.
It is.
70% of offshore rig accidents, they happen during rig moves.
That's right. It's a very dangerous evolution.
So that's why we're here,
Yeah.
to give you the real deal, the inside scoop, and we're tapping into the expertise of rigmovemasterclass.com to help us out here.
Those guys know their stuff.
They do.
The stakes are high in this field, but the term rig move master itself, it's really descriptive, isn't it? It's about way more than just moving something from point A to point B.
Right.
It's about being a master of a whole bunch of skills, like you're coordinating people, equipment, you're dealing with these powerful forces of nature, all while making sure everything happens safely.
So it's not just about knowing how to steer a boat. What exactly does a rig move master do all day?
Well, think of it this way. A rig move master is like a specialized mariner. Only instead of a ship, they're in charge of maneuvering these massive oil rigs and other floating structures.
Wow.
We're talking about navigating these things through unpredictable oceans, dealing with weather, making sure the crew is safe, and coordinating all the different pieces of this complex operation.
That's a pretty intense job description.
It is.
So let's break it down.
Okay.
What are the essential skills you need in your rig move master toolkit?
Well, first and foremost, you need a really solid foundation in navigation and voyage planning.
Okay.
And then there's towing techniques, understanding how to safely move these enormous structures. Anchoring is another crucial element, as is a deep understanding of meteorology and how weather impacts operations.
Right.
You even need to be on top of crew and equipment certifications, ensuring everything and everyone meets the necessary safety standards. It's really about understanding how all these pieces fit together to orchestrate a safe and successful rig move. And that's where doing a gap analysis can be really, really helpful.
Gap analysis, is that like when my jeans don't fit anymore?
Not quite.
Okay.
In this context, it's about taking a hard look at your current skills and experience.
Okay.
Figure out where you stand compared to what a rig move master is expected to know and do.
Right.
What are your strengths? Where do you need to improve?
Gotcha.
Once you have that clear picture, you can start focusing on the training and experience to fill those gaps.
Okay.
And rigmovemasterclass.com can be a huge help in that process.
So it's like figuring out what you don't know and then finding the resources to learn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see how that would be useful, especially in a field as complex as this.
Yeah.
But let's be real, knowing the theory is one thing. But how do you get the actual experience of moving these massive rigs? That sounds pretty daunting.
It is daunting, but also incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
The journey to becoming a rig move master definitely involves real-world experience, and the best way to get that is under the wing of seasoned professionals.
Okay.
Think of it like an apprenticeship. You're learning the ropes, literally, by actively participating in rig moves under the guidance of someone who's been there and done that.
Okay, so it's like hands-on learning, but with really high stakes.
Absolutely.
What would that look like in practice? Do you just hop on any boat and start pushing rigs around?
Not exactly. There's a progression, kind of ladder you climb.
Okay.
You might start as a barge supervisor overseeing specific operations on a rig move.
Right.
Or you could be an assistant tow master, working directly with a more experienced professional.
Gotcha.
It's all about building your skills, gradually taking on more responsibility as you gain experience.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what kind of experience are we talking about specifically? Does any time spent on a boat count?
Well, the industry guidelines actually place a strong emphasis on recent experience in anchor handling operations. And by recent, they mean within the past 3 years.
Wow.
This is a fast-paced field, and they want to make sure your skills are up to date.
Right, you wouldn't want someone leading a complex rig move if their last hands-on experience was from way back when.
Exactly.
So let's say you've got the knowledge and some solid experience under your belt. Is that all it takes to officially become a rig move master?
Well, there's more to it than just checking off boxes on a list.
Okay.
There's a big emphasis on something called competency.
Competency. Sounds a bit intimidating.
It's really about showing that you haven't just learned the material, but you can actually apply it effectively in a real-world setting.
Right.
Think about it. You're dealing with millions of dollars worth of equipment, people's lives, and the environment.
Yeah.
You need to prove you can meet international and national regulations, as well as best practices to ensure everything goes smoothly and safely.
So it's not just about passing a test. It's about proving you can handle the pressure and make the right decisions when it matters most.
That's
I imagine that takes a lot of experience and the right kind of training.
You're absolutely right. And that's another area where rigmovemasterclass.com can be incredibly valuable.
Okay.
They provide targeted training programs designed to build your competency so you can confidently demonstrate your skills and knowledge when it comes time for assessment.
Okay, this is a lot to digest already, but I'm starting to see how complex this role really is.
Yeah.
It's clear that becoming a rig move master is a serious commitment.
It is.
But for those who are up for the challenge, it sounds like an incredible opportunity.
It is, but we're just scratching the surface here. There's so much more to explore when it comes to the world of rig move masters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fascinating how much goes into even preparing for a rig move. You know, we haven't even touched on things like understanding geotechnical conditions,
Oh, right.
the properties of the seabed, where you'll be anchoring, for example.
Yeah, that sounds like something you definitely don't want to mess up.
Exactly. And then there's offshore meteorology. You need to be able to interpret weather forecasts and predict how those conditions will impact the move.
Yeah.
It's a whole other level of weather forecasting compared to just checking your phone app to see if you need an umbrella.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to be a bit of a weather expert on top of everything else.
Yeah, definitely.
What about if the rig is dynamically positioned? Does that change things?
Absolutely. If the rig uses DP, you'll need a strong understanding of how those systems work and how to integrate them into the move plan.
Okay.
And of course, you need to know the international and local regulations like the back of your hand.
Wow.
There's a lot to keep track of.
This is starting to feel like a never-ending list of things to learn.
Just a lot.
Is there anything else beyond all the technical stuff? Any soft skills that are important for a rig move master?
Yeah, one of the most critical skills and one that often gets overlooked is communication.
Okay.
You're leading a team, coordinating with multiple vessels, and dealing with these complex instruction. Being able to communicate clearly and concisely, especially in English, which is the standard language for offshore operations, is absolutely essential.
That makes a lot of sense. So you've got the knowledge, the experience, you've demonstrated your competency. Is there some kind of official rig move master exam you have to pass?
That's a question we get a lot.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't one single universally recognized rig move master license.
Okay.
The industry places a huge emphasis on proving your competence.
Okay.
This is done through a comprehensive assessment process.
So it's less about a piece of paper and more about showing you can actually walk the walk.
Exactly. You're building a portfolio of evidence.
Right.
Your knowledge, your skills, your experience that you can present to potential employers and clients.
Okay.
And this is another area where a resource like rigmovemasterclass.com can be a game changer.
Oh, okay.
They understand exactly what the industry is looking for and can help you tailor your training and experience to meet those requirements.
So they're not just teaching you stuff, they're helping you actually build a career path, a roadmap to success in this field.
Precisely. They offer guidance on everything from creating a standout resume to preparing for those all-important competency assessments.
Wow.
They equip you with the tools and resources you need not only to become a rig move master, but to truly thrive in this demanding and rewarding career.
This is great information for anyone out there who's seriously considering this career path.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, it's not going to happen overnight, right?
Yeah.
It's a journey that takes real dedication and commitment.
For sure.
What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out on this path?
My number one piece of advice would be proactive.
Okay.
Don't wait for opportunities to just fall into your lap. Go out and seek them.
Right.
Network with experienced professionals, attend industry events, and of course, leverage resources like rigmovemasterclass.com to gain the knowledge and skills you need.
So it's about taking ownership of your career path and being proactive in seeking out the right training, experience, and mentorship.
Absolutely. And remember, the offshore industry is a constantly evolving beast. New technologies are emerging all the time, and the challenges are constantly changing.
Right.
A successful rig move master needs to be adaptable, resourceful, and committed to lifelong learning.
And we can't forget about safety.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Earlier, we mentioned that a large percentage of offshore accidents happen during rig moves. That's a sobering reminder of the responsibility that comes with this role.
You're absolutely right. Safety is paramount in everything a rig move master does.
Right.
It's about making calculated decisions, assessing risks, and always prioritizing the well-being of the crew and the environment.
So it's not just about moving the rig efficiently, it's about moving it safely every single time.
That's right.
And that requires a deep understanding of safety protocols, risk management, and emergency procedures.
Exactly. And this safety-focused mindset needs to be there from day one. It's not something you can just switch on once you become a rig move master. It needs to be ingrained in your approach to every aspect of the job.
That brings us back to the importance of finding the right training and mentorship.
Yeah.
You want to learn from people who prioritize safety above all else and who can instill that same commitment in you.
Absolutely. And this is another area where rigmovemasterclass.com really excels.
All right.
Their programs are developed and delivered by industry veterans with a deep understanding of safety protocols and a passion for sharing that knowledge with the next generation of rig move masters.
So it's not just about learning the technical skills, it's about absorbing that safety culture, that understanding that every decision, every action has potential consequences.
Precisely. It's about developing a comprehensive understanding of the risks involved and the strategies for mitigating those risks effectively.
We've covered so much ground already.
We have.
We've talked about the skills, the experience, the competency assessments, the importance of safety, and the resources available to help you on this journey. But I want to shift gears for a moment and talk about the personal qualities that make someone successful as a rig move master.
Okay.
Beyond the technical know-how, what kind of person really thrives in this role?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'd say a successful rig move master is someone who possesses certain key personality traits that allow them to excel in this demanding environment.
Like what? Give us some insight.
Well, for starters, they need to be incredibly calm under pressure.
Yeah.
Remember, we're talking about moving multi-million-dollar structures in often unpredictable conditions.
Right.
Things can change quickly out there, and a rig move master needs to be able to think clearly and make sound decisions even when the pressure is on.
So it's definitely not a job for someone who panics easily.
Definitely not. You need to be able to quickly assess situations, identify potential problems, and come up with solutions on the fly.
It sounds like you need a good dose of problem-solving skills and adaptability.
Absolutely. And let's not forget leadership.
Oh, right.
A rig move master is leading a team of sailed professionals. They need to inspire confidence, delegate tasks effectively, and communicate clearly and concisely.
So it's not just about being a technical expert, it's about being a leader, a communicator, a problem solver, all rolled into one.
You got it. And we can't forget about physical and mental stamina.
Right.
Rig moves can be long, arduous operations. We're talking long hours, often in challenging conditions.
So it's not your typical 9-to-5 desk job, that's for sure.
Not even close. You need to be physically fit, mentally resilient, and able to handle the demands of a job that can be both physically and mentally taxing.
This sounds like a career path that really tests you on multiple levels.
It does.
But for those who are up for the challenge, it must be incredibly rewarding.
It absolutely is. There's an incredible sense of accomplishment, a feeling of pride that comes from successfully completing a complex rig move.
Yeah.
Knowing that you played a key role in this incredible feat of engineering. There's nothing quite like it.
And let's not forget the adventure aspect.
Oh, yeah.
You're traveling the world, working in some of the most remote and challenging environments on the planet.
That's right.
It's a career that offers a unique blend of technical expertise, leadership, and, adventure.
You've hit the nail on the head. It's a career that demands a lot, but it also gives back in equal measure.
This deep dive into the world of rig move masters has been incredibly insightful.
It has been.
We've covered so much, from the technical skills and experience required to the personal qualities that set someone up for success.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
I agree. It's crucial to remember that the journey to becoming a rig move master is ongoing.
Right.
The industry is always evolving. So a successful rig move master is someone who commits to lifelong learning.
Right.
They're always seeking out ways to expand their knowledge and skills.
So it's not just about reaching the destination, it's about embracing the journey, that constant pursuit of knowledge and expertise.
Exactly. And with resources like rigmovemasterclass.com available to guide and support you along the way, that journey can be both challenging and incredibly rewarding.
Well said. For our listeners who are fired up to learn more about this fascinating career, head over to rigmovemasterclass.com.
Yeah, check them out.
They've got everything you need to start down this exciting path towards becoming a rig move master. But we're not done yet. We still have more to explore about this career.
That's right. The learning really never stops in this field.
It doesn't.
But, beyond the technical aspects, remember what we talked about. those soft skills are crucial too.
Yeah.
Honing your communication, leadership, and decision-making, especially under pressure, those are the things that'll really make you stand out as a rig move master.
You've given our listeners a lot to consider.
I hope so.
But let's circle back to rigmovemasterclass.com for a minute.
Okay.
How exactly can they help someone bridge those gaps, those missing pieces in their Rig Move Master puzzle?
Well, what's great about rigmovemasterclass.com is that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Right.
They've designed a variety of programs, courses, and resources that cater to different experience levels and interests.
Okay.
Whether you're just starting to explore this career or you're looking to level up your existing skills, they've got something for you.
So it's personalized training based on your current skill set and your career goals.
Exactly. They work with you to pinpoint those gaps in your knowledge and experience.
Okay.
And then they help you create a custom learning path.
That's pretty cool.
It's like having a personal coach guiding you every step of the way towards becoming a rig move master.
That sounds incredibly helpful, especially in such a specialized field.
Yeah, it is.
But let's be real, this kind of specialized training probably isn't cheap.
You're right. It is an investment.
Yeah.
But it's important to think of it as an investment in your future.
Right.
This is a career that offers not just financial rewards, but also a real sense of accomplishment.
Right.
And rigmovemasterclass.com understands that it's a financial commitment.
Okay.
They offer flexible payment options and even scholarships to make their programs more accessible.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
So they're not just about making a profit, they genuinely want to help people achieve their dreams of becoming Rig Move Masters.
Absolutely. They believe in empowering people with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in this industry.
Well, this has been a fantastic deep dive into the world of Rig Move Masters.
It has.
We've explored the challenges, the rewards, the crucial skills, and the resources available to help you on your journey.
It's a lot.
For our listeners who are ready to take that next step,
Yeah,
I can't recommend rigmovemasterclass.com enough.
for sure.
They've got everything you need to embark on this exciting and fulfilling career path.
And remember, becoming a rig move master is about more than just checking boxes and acquiring technical skills.
Right.
It's about developing a mindset of continuous learning, a strong commitment to safety, and a passion for what you do.
Well said. So to all our aspiring Rig Move Masters out there,
Yeah, good luck.
keep learning, keep striving, and never stop reaching for your goals.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the topics that fascinate you.